What is going on, comic fans? It is here, one of my most anticipated new comic book weeks of the entire year. This is my top 10 list for this coming week's New Comic Book Day. Let's get into it. Shout out to the homies over at Time Collectibles. Check out their website, follow them on social media. Don't miss out on all the amazing stuff they're doing. And if you need anything cleaned or pressed, my friend Justin's link is in the description below, along with all the other homies. Let him know you found him via the channel. He'll take care of you. Also, a huge shout out to ABX Comics and Games. That's where I'll be picking up all of these books that are about to be on this list. And if you're ever in the Augusta area, definitely stop in. Don't miss out on your opportunity for the greatest local comic shop in the entire world. All right, guys. So October 3rd and 4th, DC Independence and Marvel released differently on different places, but these are all the books that will be out by October 4th. And we're going to kick it off with the Dawn of DC's Batman issue number 138. This is part 4 of the Gotham War, and it looks like the lines have been drawn. The battles are starting to kick off. I've been waiting for this to actually happen. I've kind of gotten excited for this just to see some of the fights, some of the action and everything. And now that they've introduced Vandal Savage to the scene, we pretty much know he's going to be the big villain, right? Like Batman, Catwoman, the family, they're going to be arguing, but they're going to come together like butt cheeks to take on the true villain that's probably mastermind this whole thing in Vandal Savage, which is a great Golden Age character. Fantastic immortal villain that they're going to be dealing with and they're up against. So I'm excited to see where this takes us. Next up, we have none other than the Dawn of DC's Shazam issue number 4. All the pantheon of gods that empower Billy Batson to become the captain have now turned on him, and they're now taking those abilities, twisting them, and setting them off into the world where now the world is he's a menace to the world. He's a menace to himself, and he's afraid to harness these abilities. What are they going to do in this issue is kind of get an episodic, whimsical story in each issue. But the bigger story arc is the gods kind of turning their back on Billy that's being told in the background. Mark Waid is doing a fantastic job with this. Dan Moore's art is just absolutely perfect for this title. Highly suggest checking this out. Highly suggest it. Next up, we're taking it over to Marvel for Ghost Rider Annual 2023, and it looks like we're featuring the Hood. I haven't seen him in a month of Sundays. I think it was like the early 2000s when he first was introduced. He's a pretty cool character. I skipped the synopsis on this one. I don't want to be spoiled for it in any way, shape, fashion, or form, kind of going to it blind. Been loving what Benjamin Percy has been doing with Ghost Rider. It's easily one of the best titles Marvel has on the shelves right now. I don't know why more people aren't raving about this book. It has all of the markings to be like an Immortal Hulk level run with quality, consistency, and just total creativity with what they're doing. Absolutely loving it. Now here it is. Here it comes. The one, the only, what we've all been waiting for. Transformers issue number 1 is here. It's finally happening. Daniel Warren Johnson writing and illustrating the Autobots, the Decepticons. Are bringing them all back under Image Comics Skybound imprint. They've been rolling this out through the Void Rival series, which is still going on. They're creating an entire Energon shared universe at Image Comics with Transformers, G.I. Joe, and who knows what else they'll be adding to that list. I am beyond excited. I've been collecting and diving into all the Volume 1 Transformer comics. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm a huge Michael Bay Transformers movie fan. That is my first love of Transformers. That was my primary passion for it. Of course, I had the toys growing up, watched some of the cartoons, like the Beast Wars and stuff, but man, those Michael Bay movies were it. This past summer, getting Rise of the Beast was my probably the most enjoyable movie of the summer, and it sparked an interest in me to start collecting all the Transformers, and that's what I've done. I'm less than 10 issues away from a complete run already, so I'm so excited to be getting this. And the synopsis for this, it looks like they're going to reboot the entire thing, where the G.I. Joe stuff, it looks like they're going to be continuing from where it is, with Transformers are starting over at ground zero, with the Autobots and Decepticons crash landing on Earth, meeting some humans, and waking up and starting a war here. So I don't even know what to say. I'm beyond myself excited to see how Danny Warren Johnson takes that story, twists it to make it his own, to modernize it, and in classic Daniel Warren Johnson, to rip our heartstrings out along the way. I'm sure this is just going to be a blast. I've got the Ash Can. I've already seen a bunch of the pages from the inside. It's absolutely beautiful. I just can't wait. And to be honest with you guys, this has also been picked up by all the speculators, all the shops. There are 1,000 variants for this, where the last Ronin have like 72 variants. I think this one might actually break that record. I'm not sure. I'm kind of curious to go check now, but I would be remiss to say, like, I've definitely participated. I picked up an exclusive from Big Time Collectibles. Had to do it. It was amazing. I've been waiting on this artist to tackle Transformers again for over a year now, and that's why it makes number 5 on the list is going to be the John Jang exclusive for Transformers from Big Time Collectibles. You got Starscream right there. Gorgeous cover. Freaking beautiful. They even did a foil version of it, which I've got that on the way as well. So that's clocking in at number 5. So number 6 on the list is going to be the finale to Peacemaker Tries Hard under the DC Black Label imprint. This has been insanity from start to finish in all the best ways possible. Action-packed, violent, the story's got heart, and it's freaking hilarious. It is the spirited sequel to the HBO Max television show Peacemaker, so it has all the vibes, all the tones. You hear John Cena's voice in your head as you're watching the story play out. You pretty much, at this point in the story, have Peacemaker and his parole officer, who turns out to be a retired Golden Age superhero himself, going on a mission to try to rescue his dog. It sounds goofy. It is goofy, and it gets even crazier. But again, this has just been a blast of a series. I cannot wait to see how it sends off. Kyle Starks has been writing it. I'm going to definitely be paying more attention to his work and see what he's going to be doing next. Next up, coming in at number 7, we have Godzilla, Here There Be Dragons, issue number 4 from IDW. This, every time it drops in rave reviews from me, I cannot recommend it enough. This is a fantastic story of Godzilla set in the Pirates of the Caribbean time era in the Caribbean. So you have lost gold, lost treasure, the government, the queen trying to shut down piracy on the 7 seas. And you have the whole problem with you buried your treasure on Monster Island at this point. You're trying to recover it. It has gotten crazy. Inaki Miranda from We Live, the Miranda brothers, is doing the interiors as well as the A covers. It is stunning interiors in this. Cannot recommend it enough. If you think you don't like Godzilla, try this book out and see how you feel after that. And coming in at number 8 on the list, we're going with the Rocketeer Den of Thieves. So this took an unexpected turn. I didn't know where the story was going to go, but if you're a fan of the movie from the 90s, the Joe Johnston movie, you might want to check this out, because there's this little part of that movie where Howard Hughes is explaining why they need the rocket, and they show the propaganda film from, you can't say it on YouTube, but the bad guys, the Germans in that movie. And it's, you see where they did that propaganda film of all their troopers having rocket packs. That's where this has gone. You have Cliff working with the inventor of the rocket to go rescue his best friend Peavy from the Germans who are actively building that army. So what a twist to actually get to see that play out. It's like taking a little piece of that film and like, what if they actually got farther along in that process? And that's where Den of Thieves is going. So this has been a blast. This is super cool. I never miss out on Rocketeer stuff. Just again, like such a cool character. Such a cool, I mean, come on. We all wish we had a jetpack and getting stuff done, fighting them anti-American people, right? So that comes in at number 8. So for number 9 and 10, I'm going with a cheat here. I'm doing cover picks for issue 9 and 10 for Batman issue 138 as well as Shazam issue 4, because in the hype of the upcoming mega event of the year in comic books, Godzilla and Kong versus the Justice League, they are starting to roll out little variants along the way. Last week, we saw the first ones with Detective Comics and Action Comics, and this week, we're seeing it with Batman and Shazam, and here it is, the connecting cover. Beautiful. Look at that. That is awesome. They come together perfectly. Just, I'm really excited for this run, guys. I'm really excited for this to kick off, and it's coming in October as well. This is going to be a fantastic month. We get Transformers and this event, so I mean, come on. Justice League and the Monsterverse collide. Look at that. That's just a no-brainer for me. So I'm going to be picking those up. Hopefully, I might be able to grab some extra copies, and I can include them in either a DC Day giveaway or the Legion Loot giveaway or something. But I don't think I was able to, like, at the recording of this, I haven't picked up last week's comics yet. I'll be doing that in the morning. But I should have at least a set, which I'm probably not going to be able to part with. But hopefully, if I can, I'll get a secondary set. I would love to put together an entire set of those to do an awesome Monsterverse giveaway in some form or fashion on the channel, just to spread the fandom of Godzilla and Kong. King Kong is my all-time favorite kaiju. Gotta Gotta rep the King Kong. So let me know in the comment what is on your list. What do you think of this list? What are you excited about? I know you're getting Transformers. What cover are you getting? I want to know. Tons of variants, tons of variants. And be sure to check out this channel every Tuesday at 2 p.m. for the new DC Day live stream, and every Sunday at 8:30 p.m. for At Weeks and the spoiler-filled look back on the week in comics and pop culture. We've been doing deep dives on Ahsoka every week, which has been fantastic and fun. So come join the fun in that. And also, if you just want to kick it and hang out every Friday morning starting at 7:30 a.m., I have the community hangout. We just sit there and chill, talk about whatever for as long as it can go. So I appreciate everybody watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And you can support the channel by checking out the merch store or hitting that join button down below and becoming a channel member today. And until next time, as always, we are Legion.